Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our astrology tarot card readings for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Of course, I am using the Radiant Rider Waite Smith tarot deck, one of my most favorite decks, the deck I learned on. And so it holds a special place in my heart. But beyond all that, please like, share, and subscribe, as it absolutely helps the channel. And please know that this is for entertainment purposes only. So if something resonates, that's fine. And if something doesn't, that's fine too. Also wanted to mention that, energy changes every moment. So if you're not, happy, I'm going to fix this camera a little bit. If you're not happy or there's something, just move forward. The energy will change, and you have a very big part in changing it. So there we go. That all being said, let's get started with Aries. This is for Aries for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Whoa. Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget, although I'm already into Aries, but don't forget all the signs are time-stamped at the bottom in the description. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can go right to your sign and get your reading. But back to Aries for July 22nd. Okay, that card fell out. I've been having a little bit of difficulty shuffling for you, Aries, but that's okay. Here we go. First up, Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of stability, reliability, promises made, promises kept, right? Here's this Knight sitting here. This might be a time with this field here to start to plant some seeds. You have some new ideas that you'd like to get planted, get started. We know when we plant a seed, we're not going to have a harvest tomorrow. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some energy, some nurturing, but it might be time. I have a feeling that some of you have something new you want to get started, but you're just throwing the seeds out there. So this might be a good time to do it. Next up is this Nine of Wands. You might be planting these seeds or starting to or thinking about it, but getting worried that you are gonna not maybe have everybody behind you. But that's okay, because this card is perseverance. You're persisting. Keep going. One, baby step, right? It's totally fine. This outcome card, Justice. I love this. It brings balance. It brings fairness. It brings, moving forward. You might notice she's holding this sword here. She's also holding these scales. It's balance. It's using your head, right? The sword represents your mind, your thoughts, you're being intellectual, thinking things. Don't overthink it, of course. We don't want to do that. But this brings the balance into this week. I have a feeling that whatever this new idea is, or whatever this new creative thing is, whatever it is that you're planting, will help to bring the balance. It's almost like you need this in your life to keep things balanced, to keep things fun, right? To not always just be working and following that to-do list, but to actually be moving forward and having some balance in life. All right, next up here we have Taurus. Let me break the timestamp down. This is Taurus for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Let's see what we have for Taurus for the week of July 22nd, 2026. This is for my Taurians, my Taurus friends. There's that card. I don't know what it is, but it wanted to fall out, so we'll take that. Wow, love it for you. The card that fell out is the Sun card. This is a yes card every day of the week. Things are illuminated for you. You're moving forward. Honesty, innocence. It's almost like everything that you truly believe in. Honesty, innocence, being solid, a solid person in the world. Yeah, moving forward and feeling that and being with people like that. Four of Wands. This is a commencement, right? A new beginning, a new baby, a graduation, a ceremony, wedding, whatever it is. It's like a new start, and you're feeling so good about it. And I love that. Keep that fresh start feeling with you forever. That's just the good way to be. And your outcome, this Temperance card, again, a card of balance. We got it for the last reading, but 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. She's like, this is alchemy, right? Taking things and putting them together. And in fact, I almost think with this card, maybe a wedding coming up this week or within the next month or two, two people coming together and creating that stronger bond, right? And I'll tell you what, you have the Sun card, and you also have the bottom of the deck card, Strength. And I just pulled that, and the other bottom of the deck is this Ten of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. All grounding cards that really, if you have something coming up, if you're getting married, whatever, really a beautiful time to do that. And, or meeting someone, whatever it is, it seems like it's a really beautiful, balanced, grounded time for you. So I really love that. Let's see, here we go for Gemini. What do we have for Gemini for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Gemini for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Two cards fell out. I don't know what they are. We're going to keep them. If they fell out, there must be a reason. Get the third card. First card, these are the two that fell out. The first is this Nine of Cups. This is like feeling good about things, feeling emotionally good. You know, there's this merchant, he's at a party that he's holding. He's there, he's enjoying, everyone's drinking, eating, fun. Hopefully this week brings that feeling of just that like family and friend, that joy around you. And also emotionally balanced, which is nice. Two of Swords comes up. You know, getting ready though to, maybe you're not sure, you have a fork in the road, you're not sure of a decision to make. You have some things that you can't really see clearly yet, but this moon tells me that you're going to be using your intuition probably more than you're going to be using your analytical mind. Again, use both. The mind, you know, heart coherence, that gives you the strongest, you know, the strongest outcomes, the strongest answers when we use everything, every tool in our toolbox, if we can. Sometimes we don't know everything, we have to move forward, but you know, this is a card of really kind of being at that fork in the road and thinking, you know, I'm not really sure which direction to go. You might need to give it some more time before that becomes clear. I love this. The next card is the Six of Swords. You're leaving for smoother waters. Whatever this decision is, or whatever this event is, or whatever challenge it is, it kind of, I just heard it kind of wraps itself up. You know, sometimes we have to put a lot of effort into something. Sometimes a little healthy neglect is needed, where we just kind of give it a little healthy neglect, let it clear up on its own. And that's kind of the message I'm getting for you, but only you know. Bottom of the deck card, I will tell you, because it's the Star card. This is a star of balance. It's a star of, or a card of wishes coming true. And, you know, really always a nice positive card to have in a reading. All right, next up, we have Cancer. Here we are, Cancer, for the week of July 22nd, 2026. What do we have for Cancer for the week of July 22nd, 2026? What do we have for Cancer for the week of July 22nd, 2026? A couple more shuffles here. You know, I just have to go with it. Now, that was it. I will tell you, all three cards are swords, so that's good. First, I love it. Ace of Swords, a new intellectual beginning. Are you thinking of something in a new light? Something's coming up. You're moving forward. Also, I love this sword because this is also, you're cutting through the fluff, right? It might be really time to move forward, but this is a really great start to the, you know, start to that process. Okay. And I love it when this hand comes out, right? Like Source is coming out from the heavens to say, here is this new intellectual beginning, this new, a new thought process coming into play, which I'm cutting things out you don't need. I keep hearing that. Then you get this King of Swords, right? This is when you start at the Ace, right? You end at the King. This is when you have that leadership, like command of this Ace of Swords, of the swords, you know, suit, where you are, I'm going forward. I know what I need to do. I know how to work things. I don't take any fluff. I like it also. I want to point out that this knight, or this king, he's holding this sword at an angle. He's not holding it straight up and down. He's holding it a little bit angled, meaning he knows when he can bend the rules, right? You know when you can go into the gray area, you know, between being, you know, in the law and then not in the law, right? We want to stay, of course, lawful citizens. We want to remain in the law. But he knows when he can kind of bend those rules and kind of step into that gray area a little bit. So that might be something that that you can do, and it might not be. Again, I'm not saying to break any rules or anything. That is not what I'm saying. Just knowing where, you know, sometimes when you're that expert, when you're that leader, that leadership, that king, you know how far up to that line you can go. Outcome card, Six of Swords. You're leaving for smoother waters. Whatever's going on with this new, I feel like I just hear cutting out the fluff allows you to really move forward and to smoother waters. It's like you have your back turned to us. You're moving away. You know, you're going into new horizons. And then I will tell you, just because it just, here we got on your bottom of the deck, this Page of Pentacles. This is being grounded, and this is starting something new. And this is having that fire in your belly, like when you're, you know, in your early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and you have that fire in your belly to go after something new. So it might just be time for you to do something Cancer, that you've been thinking about doing, a new move, something that kind of shakes things up a bit. But, you know, but only you know that. Use your discernment, but it might really be time for you to move forward. All right. And here we go with Leo. Leo, this is for Leo for the week of July 22nd, 2026. It, of course, is Leo season, Leo birthdays. I love that. So what do we have for our Leo friends? I have a lot, as I've said in the past, I have a lot of Leos around me. And again, I had someone put in the comment in the chat once that if you have a lot of a certain sign around you, it's because, like Leos, I'm a Virgo, I have a lot of Leos around me. It's because if you have a certain sign around you, then you're supposed to also learn to be more like them, learn what their qualities are. And that's why I've surrounded myself with them, because they're very generous, very funny, very generous people. All right. First up, Ten of Swords. Ooh, looks like some backstabbing has taken place. We've all been backstabbed, right? We've all felt it. This is in the past. You see the sun is rising. Learn the lesson, right? Learn who to stay away from. Learn what situations to stay out of, right? I'm not this group. I'm not their cup of tea. I'm going to leave them alone, right? Whatever it is, I feel like you felt the pain, and that's good, because now you know what to avoid, right? You know what to step around to keep your life easy and simple. Next up, you have this Four of Swords. This is a card of meditation, right? Stepping away from the crowd, stepping away and having quiet time to really think, who am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing in this situation or with this person, right? You need that quiet time. And then you come up with one of the strongest cards in the deck, this Magician card. This is moving forward, right? This is using all your tools. And as you see, he has one arm up, one arm down. As above, so below. As in heaven, as on earth. Take those heavenly visions that you're getting and take them down and create them here on earth for yourself and for your family to enjoy. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting the chills. That is really, use your tools to bring in, to make those, the saying, I say it all the time, first a vision, then a dream, then a reality. First we just get an idea, then we start to dream about it, then we create it with our hands. I feel like, and I've never really seen anyone say this, but I feel like that information goes through our heart chakra and comes out our hands, because we have that, we get it, we get the idea, then we get the dream, then it comes down through our heart chakra, gets infused with love, and then we create it with our hands to be on this third dimensional world so that we and others can enjoy it. So it sounds like you have a big production coming up, Leo, something that you can create to make your life just so much more beautiful and that others can enjoy too. So there you go. Next up is Virgo. As we all know, I'm a Virgo. So we'll see what we have for this week for us Virgos, right? For my Virgo friends. Let's see what we have for July 22nd, 2026. Okay. I have a card that wants to keep coming out. Yeah, okay, makes a lot of sense. All right. First card up that came out, well, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'll take it the way I put it down, even though that card kind of popped out. Anyway, first card we have is this World card. This is the World. Yes, I just want to make sure. I know I have to cover some of it up. This is us starting a new phase. Every day of the week, you get that World card. One phase is kind of wrapping up and successfully wrapping up, right? And moving into new waters, new phases, new energy. Then we get this Wheel of Fortune. This is that karmic Wheel of Fortune, right? I just saw something that somebody posted and it said, "Welcome to the Karmic Cafe. There are no menus. You get what you deserve." Ooh, ouch, right? Hopefully that's not the case, and it isn't the case for us. I know we've been sending out good vibes and good ideas and good, and good creativity. And then that comes back around to us, right? We send it out, we get it back, and we can really, I just heard I heard the word bathe in like the good vibes, right? How that's a totally woo-woo sentence, and I get it. But things are wrapping up, new phases starting, and we have this, kind of what goes around comes around, but it comes back to us tenfold because, you put it out there, do good things, you be nice, you be kind, you do what you can do, comes back and really helps. I just heard really helps to grease the wheels to move forward, to do some more nice things. And then this is the card that kind of popped out, and this is this kind of King of Pentacles. Love this card for us, right? Because while we're up here starting these new things, that we're grounded. we're thinking like the king, right? We're thinking with the leadership abilities of, we have the resources, we have the time, we have the energy, we have the money, whatever it takes, we have the ideas, whatever it takes, but we're grounded and we're not going to squander it. We're going to sit here like he does, and we're grounded, we're sitting, and we're gonna spend our resources really in a measured way that helps people, helps us, but doesn't drain us. That's a whole new thing for me, where I'm not just giving and feeling like I'm not getting and receiving. Now we build that time in to take care of ourselves, right? So there you go. Next up here is Libra. All right, Libra. This is Libra for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Let's see what we have for Libra. I have some Libras in my life. I have a lot more Leos though, but I have some Libras too. So let's see what we have for our Libra friends. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. There we go. Okay, first card that came up is the Sun card. Very positive, right? Honesty, innocence. He's on this horse. There we go. He's on this horse moving forward. We have the innocence of the baby moving forward. I mean, everything's just good. We can see clearly. The sun is out. It's not like in the moonlight. It's in the sunlight. And so what I guess I want to say about this is, after we get the other cards, this is all good, right? So then we get this Hermit card. This is a card of us kind of retreating. It might be time to retreat a little bit and let, Source just kind of guide you step by step. It may be that Source is just guiding you step by step, so you have no choice, right? But that's okay. We're quiet, we quieted our minds, we step back, and we are really being guided step by step. We do get, I will tell you, the Tower card. I don't mind this card. This is a card that clears things out that I should have cleared out, that I didn't clear out. So then sometimes events come up, situations come up where, boom, right? We are definitely going to be moving forward through, some new challenges, right? And don't forget our challenges, right? We face them with calmness, curiosity, creativity, and I'm sorry, I forget and confidence, of course, right? But this is really a card that just clears out. Like, I just heard the debris. It's almost like, it's not like big things will go wrong, but it's almost like all that debris that's just been sitting there. It's just like, it is just time to have it get out of here. And that, I think, is going to be partly what comes up. The way these cards fell. After you step back and you sit back and you say, you know what, what's my direction? Where am I going? Who am I? Taking that time to step back and get some quiet time to, process our thoughts, our feelings. And then, yes, this is the debris that I can clear out. I will tell you, the bottom of the deck card is the Hanged Man here. He's sitting here, right? He can move anytime he wants. We can always move forward. We can always change direction. But he's sitting here kind of holding himself in place, looking at things upside down from a different perspective, getting enlightenment. What's the Hermit doing? Getting enlightenment one step at a time. So it seems like, yeah, maybe after a lot of a busy phase here, things are slowing down. It's time to, step back and get back into really focusing on ourselves. All right, Libra. Next up here is Scorpio. What do I have for Scorpio for the week of July 22nd, 2026? Let's see what we have for Scorpio. All right, my Scorpio friends, let's see what we have. Oh, kind of having a hard time shuffling, but that doesn't matter. It just means I don't know how to shuffle. All right. Well, here we go. First card up, the Hermit card. Taking steps one at a time with like being enlightened, right? We're not going to move forward until we know, am I stepping into a pothole or a puddle, or am I stepping onto like ground, firm ground? So taking a step back, it might be time to do that. Take a step back and just start to go forward a little bit more slowly. Next card up is this Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow card. This is like the slowest card in the deck. This is reliability, stability. If it's not you sitting here, then it's a friend or a family member who you can rely on to, to just, I was going to say rely on to move forward, but it's not moving forward. It's like who you can rely on while you actually stand still for a little bit or move slowly, right? These are two slow moving cards. So, you know what, Scorpio, I just feel like slowing down. It might be a good time right now of the year, slowing down. You know, here we are, you know, middle of the summer, slowing down, enjoying those summer days. And I love that. I'm glad that that image came to me, because your outcome card is this Four of Wands. This is a celebration. This is moving to a new level, right? Things, you know, a commencement, a graduation, a wedding, the birth of a baby, even sometimes just having some type of like enlightenment happen, right? It's like, whoa. It's like, yes. Like, I feel like for me, this card is like spirit. Here's our spirit guide saying, come on, you know, come on, you can get through this life lesson or whatever. And then when you do, you know what, you're just going to walk under this garland, and it's like, yes. And you get congratulated, whatever. And then, but then we prepare for our next challenge, right? Our next thing that we're going to do. And so I get a slow period, but a period of moving through. I just heard a process or a phase that you need to move through to then move into bigger and brighter things. Let's say it that way. All right. Next up here now, let's see, is Sagittarius. All right, my Sagittarius friends. Hi. Let's see what we got here for Sagittarius. Sorry about that. My cat Pete just got up and walked out, and she opened the door. So I was like, good. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you. And this is for the week of July 22nd, 2026. All of a sudden, like, I just got quiet, right? It's just like, just shuffle and pay attention. All right, Sagittarius, first card up, this Knight of Wands. Are you getting ready to like pounce on something, right? Like this horse is ready, is on its hind legs, and it's ready to move forward. This is the Wands, creativity, going forward. I heard some of you may be writing a new song. What's that about? I don't know, but really getting ready to move forward in a new direction. Haven't really pounced yet, okay? But you've got all that energy like a rubber band, and it's, you know, you pull a rubber band back and you're ready to move forward. I don't know if you're also looking for some new opportunities in that respect, to like I'm ready to go, and as soon as that opportunity hits, I'm moving forward. Queen of Cups, I love this, because while you're looking for that opportunity, you are in smooth waters. You see the waters very smooth around her. Also, this is the Queen of Cups. She's the queen of intuition, following your gut feeling. I often call my gut feeling my God feeling, following that God feeling, following that feeling from source, from the universe, right? And really, yes, there's logic. We should use our logic and our intuition, but you have the logic going on. But now it's like, when is that gut feeling? When's that God feeling going to come up? So I love that. And Nine of Cups, moving forward, beautiful, you know, energy of just being with friends and family and hanging out and just enjoying our friends and our family and our time, our vacation time, and even our time at work with our coworkers and that, people that we enjoy, just really feeling like you just feel like, I just heard you just feel like you belong. Love that. Bottom of the deck card, I will tell you, is this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is, you know, maybe a new significant other coming into your life. That can certainly, this certainly represents that card, or just moving forward, right, in a very steady manner with honesty, you being honest with yourself, okay, in honesty, in innocence, looking forward. His cup is full, right? Cups representing emotions, just having a full emotional, like your cup is full. You also got these cups here, and then you have these cups. You have a lot of emotional stuff going on this week. A lot of places where your emotions may take you. I will tell you, the bottom of the deck card was this Knight of Cups. Beautiful, moving forward. Might be a new significant other. Might be a new, you know, just following that beautiful emotional like stability that you have, that you tap into to move forward. The next card down from that is this Ace of Cups. This is a new emotional beginning, so keep that in mind. Some new things going on with my Sagittarius friends, and we'll see. All right, next up here is Capricorn. This is Capricorn for the week of July 22nd, 2020. I just dropped not all the cards, but a lot of the cards have fallen out. Usually means there might be some energy, you know, going on around you, a lot of energy. So here we go, Capricorn. That card fell out. I'm taking it. I do see it, but it fell out. You probably heard it. Oh, this one just fell out. I don't know what that one is. So here we go, Capricorn. Let's see what we have. card that I fell out that I did see was this Ten of Pentacles, being grounded. Pentacles, money, good health, you know, whatever, stability, family. You have 4 generations of family. You have children and parents and a grandfather and dogs. Really feeling good and solid, especially when you're at home, right? You have a beautiful home life, whatever it is, just feel like you're feeling it this week. You're like, I love this. Next card up, always a nice card to get, the Sun card. Being able to see clearly, right? Why, how do I have this? Why do I have this? And let me put in more of that energy to get more things like that, to visualize more things that I want to make myself like have this beautiful, solid life, home life, but also just solid life all the way around. You have this Sun card, you can see clearly. This Queen of Cups card, using your intuition to get there, right? I love it. Things are smooth waters. Even if things aren't so smooth this week, you know what? Make them smooth. I just heard, put it, you know, look at them from a perspective of being smooth, right? And seeing what you might be able to do or not do to help that feeling continue. I will tell you the bottom of the deck card that you did get is this Judgment card. I feel like, I feel compelled to mention it because I feel that for some of you, you're coming out of the darkness, you're seeing the light, right? You see the light, and that sometimes is good, sometimes not so good. You got to like wait, but I see the light. It's like, you know, I see, said the blind man, right? We're blind, now that opens up, we see. So building on that to make, just to make things go smoother and nicer. All right, next up here is Aquarius. This is Aquarius for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Let's see what we have for Aquarius for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Aquarius, July 22nd, 2026. First card up, Knight of Wands, right? Moving forward, I feel like you have a lot of energy, like you've pulled that rubber band back, that there's a lot of energy. And when you know what, the further the rubber band gets pulled back, when you let go, the farther it goes, right? So I feel like you might be getting ready to pounce off on some new idea or some new friend or something. That's great. I mean, you know, but always think, be discerning, right? It's great. No problems, but just make sure that you've, you know, done some homework before you do that. Temperance, bringing to like alchemy, right? Balance. I love it because as you're getting ready to move, I feel like you're getting ready to move forward, and whatever it is helps to bring some balance into your life. And this King of Cups, you know what? I love it. The King, this leadership energy, riding these emotional waves. He knows the waves go up and down. He's like, the waves have been going up and down forever. You know, you have to learn how to ride them, and you have to learn how to ride them in a way that works for you. And I get that there might be some learning this week on how to emotionally handle things as new things come into your life. And so just keeping things more on an even keel, but still learning about yourself and how you handle those things I'm getting for this week. All right, and last up we have Pisces. All right, Pisces, here we go for my Pisces friends. Let's see what we have. Pisces. This is Pisces for the week of July 22nd, 2026. This is Pisces for the week of July 22nd, 2026. Pisces. Let's see what we have for this week for you. July 22nd, 2026. King of Pentacles, sitting in your power with money, with time, with whatever your resources are. You're sitting there, you have them, you possess them, but you're not going to like squander them, which I love. You're going to sit there like the king and review everything with that like executive leadership, you know, mindset. You then get the King of Cups. You have like being grounded, and then you have like this emotional. You're also going to ride the waves, right? King of Cups says, I ride the waves every day, but I know how to ride them. I'm the leader. I've done it many times. You know, things ebb and flow, and just sitting there and just watching things and knowing when to act, knowing when not to act. Sometimes it's better to not act, you know, to have that healthy neglect. And, you know, but I love this, a lot of king energy. I feel like you're really sitting in your power this week, and growing and learning really who you are to take that level of like leadership action. Outcome card, 4 of Swords, kind of stepping away to be by yourself, to meditate, to rest, to be quiet. This rest, I feel like, will be very regenerative and rejuvenating. So Don't hesitate to take the time for yourself that you need this week to take care of yourself. Bottom of the deck card just happens to be this Page of Cups. Again, you might be getting some dreams that you have a message for you, but also, again, being discerning, right? We have a fish in a cup here. Don't believe everything you hear. So that, by not doing that, stepping away, does it make sense? And then approaching with this leadership, this leadership level of ability and of energy, should get you through the week just fine. All right, my friends, as you know, on Mondays are my 3-card pick a card. Tuesdays are my Super Duper Girl shorts. Wednesdays, here we are, weekly astrology tarot readings. Tomorrow, I'll be back with my weekly energy readings and a 3-card pick. And Friday are my weekend energy readings with a 3-card pick. So I will see you then. And until then, namaste.